Right, focus for today, it's on compound units. So there are 3 steps. Very first step is understand the compound triangles for speed, density, and force. Second one, be able to convert time to decimals. So many people get mistakes on this one. And finally, be able to calculate volume for density. This is what it looks like, and here are the keywords. So for this one, you gotta be able to know these triangles. You might as well copy them down somewhere so you know you have them. And just a little point, when we're talking about density, we're always going to be talking about volume, and when we're talking about pressure, we're always going to be talking about area. Just something interesting to note out for. Okay, so for this one, what I want you to do is, using these triangles, pause it and try these questions. Right, so now that you got that, here's how it works. In this case, a really quick review. If you got your time, you got your distance, so you know you need to find speed, cover that up, you know that they're on different levels, you divide it, there's your answer. Next one, you got yourself your density, you got yourself a volume, so cover that guy up, multiply them, got your answer there. Last one, you got yourself a force, you got yourself an area, so in order to find pressure, we divide them. Now, special thing to note, you might be wondering, what exactly is the unit for pressure? Well, notice how force is newtons, area is meter squared. So you're just literally saying newtons divided by meter squared, or newtons per meter squared. Okay, here's a mistake zone. So many people get this one wrong, and just be careful when you do this. So I'm going to talk to you bit by bit for each of these ones. For the very first one, it says Tim drives an average speed of 80 kilometers per hour for 3 hours and 45 minutes. Work out how many kilometers Tim drives. Now, I know you know the triangle, but for love of God, here. This is not true. Don't say 3 hours 45 minutes is equal to 3.45 hours. That is so wrong. What you need to do is, because you're converting minutes into hours, we need to divide by 60. Obviously, there's 60 minutes an hour, so when you divide it, you get 0.75. My advice is, think of a clock, think of the minutes that gone by, and think of how much of the clock has been taken up. So in this case, you get 3.75. You take 80 times by 3.75, get yourself 300, and there's your distance. Same thing for the second one. 3 hours and 30 minutes is not 3.3 hours. Instead, because it's 30 minutes, you know it takes half the clock, or in this case, 30 divided by 60 to give you 0.5, you get 3.5 hours. Again, same thing, you got this right here, divide by 3.5, and you get your average speed of 25.7 kilometers per hour, thereabouts so. Okay, so this one is trapezium, and I'm not sure you guys remember how to find the area of it, volume of it, but it's the same idea. So what you want to do is find the area here of the cross section. Once you've done that, you times it by the depth, and you get yourself your volume. Once you get your volume, which is right here, and you have your density, you should be golden to get your mass. Like this. So you find the area of this guy, 5 plus 9 divided by 2 times 6, you get your 42. Take that and times it by 15 in my second step, and you get yourself your volume. Once you have that, because you got your volume, you got your density, you multiply them, you get that, which is your mass. Now don't just sell yourself short, because they're asking you to make sure that your answer is in kilograms. So divide by 1,000, because there's 1,000 grams in 1 kilogram. Job done. Okay, I want you to pause and try this one. Go. Okay, now that you kind of tried it, again, because you got yourself your distance, you got yourself your speed, you want to be able to find time. In this case, when you divide 156 divided by 60, you get 2.6 hours. Again, 2.6 hours is not 2 hours and 6 minutes. Because right now you're going from hours to minutes, you're going to be timesing it by 60. So in total, you get 2 hours and 36 minutes. When you add that to 7:30 a.m., you get yourself 10:06, which clearly means that she does not arrive before 10 a.m. Second one for you to try. Okay, same exact deal as before. You find yourself your front area, which is top plus bottom divided by 2 times your height, then times by the depth, and you get yourself your volume, which is this. Once you have that, you take that times by density, you get yourself a mass, and because you want it to be in kilograms, you divide by 1000, and there we go. So as a summary, please make sure you memorize the triangles for all three compound measures. Second is, please be careful when you do time conversions, know when to times, and know when to divide. Finally, know how to calculate volumes for different shapes. My top tip is to make a flashcard with every single one and have an example of each. So these are things that we accomplished for today. I hope you enjoyed this video.